All right, so here he is with much fanfare, the #1 lightweight contender, challenging for UFC gold here tonight. Hay is in the barn. He feels like he has put in all the requisite work to realize the dream here tonight.
He's been working so hard. When you watch the videos, you can see a guy that will not accept anything less than being super prepared for the biggest opportunity of his career. He has worked diligently. He has trained hard. He has brought in training partners. He's done everything. Now it's all about going out there and executing. He said he feels he's ready to do that and become the UFC champion.
But it must be stated, in this division with all of the contenders, oftentimes you only get one crack. We'll see what he can do with it. Born in the great nation of Georgia, here is the streaking Armenian lightweight contender, Arman Tsarukyan. And when this man has been given big opportunities by the promotion, he has absolutely busted the door down. A lot of people harken back to his fight against Islam Makhachev back in 2019. Prevailing wisdom is that that fight is going to materialize again, because since that point in time, Tsarukyan has been an absolute killer. And when he knocked out Beneil Dariush in December of 2023, he essentially made himself undeniable. He has been must-see television, all offense all the time. And again, not a lot of fellow lightweights are calling Sean Shelby and Mick Maynard asking for a fight with the Armenian Arman Tsarukyan. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Ilia Topuria. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Arman Tsarukyan!
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
Yes, here we go. 5 rounds if needed for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. And that left hook landed on the button.
Over and over, same story. Punch after punch to the head.
Nice hook by Tsarukyan. And so now he lands another combination, so it's never just one shot. There's always 2 or 3 coming behind.
A lot of times people throw singular strikes. Not this gentleman. This man is stringing 4, 5, 6 in a row. What a great job.
Oh, big right hand, yes. Went for the inside leg kick. Oh, big knee right up the gut. That is absolutely useful, especially against a jiu-jitsu practitioner like this.
I mean, John, the timing that it takes to land something like this, and also the risk versus the reward. Knowing that when you throw that knee, if it is caught, you get taken down. He landed it beautifully and he stayed safe. Great job.
Oh, pretty good technique as he lands the side kick, DC.
Real nice technique to land that side kick. He did a great job of getting that leg up and then right to the target.
The single leg. Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, big elbow.
Ooh, big shot lands.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Oh, big roundhouse attempt, just misses. That could have been lights out.
He just hurt him with a left hook, yep.
Takedown defense holds up. Oh, you go here. How about the speed with which he is able to just toss his opponent to the mat?
The moment they came close, he knows, I got a fire in my hip, load you up and throw you. That's exactly what he did.
Good straight hand there by Tsarukyan. Huge block there. Tsarukyan gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. Under a minute to go. Oh, effective strike from the clinch there by Tsarukyan. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school. In the half guard.
Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Listen, you can't stand there and let him tear on.
All right, so the takedown's the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and gotta be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in one round.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly, you're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 underway. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Topuria gets the single leg takedown. Nicely done there.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position.
Let's work. I'm going to stand this up.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Tsarukyan. All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter. Now he's going full mount.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Under 2 minutes to go in round 2.
This is a terrible position.
And how much more can he take?
Oh, no!
Well, we told you off the top of the broadcast he could do it all, but he's leaning on the striking tonight and continues to hit his opponent really with most of what he's throwing.
Well, he can't miss. I mean, it's like the guy's throwing a baseball at the side of a barn. Everything he throws, he lands, and he's showing that he can do it, and he can do it in abundance. The pace that this young man is fighting at is truly something special.
Tsarukyan's right back to the full mount.
Big ground and pound.
Final seconds here of round 2. Ground and pound strike there now.
Good round.
Stop!
Take a seat. Deep breath in. Good. Relax. Take a drink of water and listen. I want you to set those kicks up a little bit better with your...
All right, so there's the horn. Let us now look back at some of the action in that round, DC, and he had his takedown game going early and often.
Yeah, he had it going great. I mean, he did a great job of finding his entries, rushing to his finishes before his opponent could react and defend him. He should be very proud of the work he did over the course of that last round.
Now that's over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Beautiful level change. Make him think you're going lower than come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Big knee to the body. Now some uppercuts.
He better move, John. He cannot take these uppercuts from this position.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. Oh, nice guillotine there. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round 3. Hard to win MMA fights off of your back, but these strikes are useful from the bottom.
Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Posture and elbow. Posture and elbow.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Tsarukyan. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Great submission defense.
Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud.
All right, you got 1 minute left.
Tsarukyan is back in half guard.
Relax. Keep those hands high.
Oh, man, what a strike from the bottom.
30 seconds on the clock. Let's go. 30 seconds. Let's go. You got it.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Tsarukyan. Final seconds of round 3. Tsarukyan is right back to the full mount here. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over. Certainly stunned his opponent in that round. We'll see if he can follow up here after 60 seconds.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job of finding a shot that really did affect the equilibrium of his opponent. Now he needs to go back and find the attack that's going to shut the lights off.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, 4th round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Tsarukyan's eye now closing up. Topuria going for the leg kick. He does not connect. Single leg takedown.
Big right hook there by the champ. Oh, right into mount.
Topuria's in half guard now.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. 3 minutes now to go in this one. While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Tsarukyan. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing. Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Oh, great ground strike there, and now blood is a factor. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground.
And another one. Another strike from the top lands for him.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Tsarukyan.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Yep, gotta be very careful there.
Topuria's in half guard. Side control now. Oh, he's got his back. 20 minutes down, 5 to go.
All right, deep breath, deep breath. Great. Last round coming up. You got 5 minutes. I want you to go out there and finish this fight. Let's put you...
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Fight. Ready.
Fifth and final round. Oh, no pad on the foot. That's a solid kick right there. Straight right hand, no good. Gets up to beat his opponent in a lot of trouble now.
That was Cain Velasquez's punch of choice. Every time he landed that overhand right, he hurt people bad. And this guy has his opponent hurt very badly again. Beautiful.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
Now he's in trouble. Darce choke locked in. It's only a matter of time, but he cannot rush. He's got to control his opponent. Put it up. Good job by the champ there. Slide back up.
Topuria is tough as it gets, but how about the size of that bruise starting to form on his right side? Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. but his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Tsarukyan is back in full mount. Oh, good ground and pound here. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Tsarukyan is back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.
Getting the mount here.
1 minute to decide this one. Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
That was a slick transition.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major storyline. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be very careful and address it right now before it gets to the point that there's nothing you can do about it.
Final seconds of the fight. All right, so the championship fight goes the distance as we get you some highlights here, and I do believe the champion will walk out the way he came in as the undisputed best in the world.
He is one of the most talented mixed martial artists we have ever seen in the UFC's octagon. He takes every challenge head on, and tonight he got pushed, but I think he did just enough to maintain his title.
The official decision is now in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest. 49-46. Declared the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of